Hey guys! Welcome to my new YouTube channel. In this video, I will show you 3 easy Pinterest inspired DIYs. This is my first video and I hope you'll enjoy it. And let me know in the comments below which of these were your favorites. For our first DIY, I used lampshade, wooden dowels, tape, scissors, glue gun, and spray paint. I started my project by removing the outer layer of the lampshade because you only will be using the white structure inside, or at least I was using that, and obviously my cat had to help me out in this because it was a hard job. Then I took my wooden dowels. I got them on Amazon and they were pretty cheap, so if you're interested I will leave the link down below for you. But they were a little bit too long for me, so I just decided to cut them. I measured all of my dowels to be the same length and marked where I was supposed to cut, and I did that with scissors, which wasn't the best idea as it's not very easy. You need to slowly rotate and cut it through. You might use pliers and that would work maybe better. I did afterwards took a sandpaper and sanded the edges so they would be nice and polished. And you do need to do this for all of the dowels if your lampshade is the size like mine. But if your lampshade is any bigger, you can leave them as they are. After I cut all of my dowels, I took my lamp stand and I covered with tape all the places which shouldn't get any spray paint on them. And then I spray painted it black. I know I did it in the kitchen and that's not the best idea, but I live in Scotland and it's always raining there, so going outside is not an option very often. Once it's all done, I left it dry, and in the meantime I started doing my lampshade. For this step, you will need your hot glue, your wooden dowels, and the lampshade structure. Pop in some hot glue on top of the structure on the edge and push your wooden dowels on top. Make sure you push it very hard so it sticks well. And glue all of the wooden dowels in different heights so it can create that nice effect. And it will take a while for you to do all around, but make sure you keep it straight. As in here you can see it wasn't very straight and I had to redo it. After you glue on all of the wooden dowels, make sure all the glue is dried completely before you go and spray paint it, as some dowels might fall off. This is my end lamp stand, looking much better black in my opinion. This time I spray painted my lampshade outside as the weather was pretty good, and this is the end result. Our next DIY is very easy. All you will need is a black spray paint or any other color of your preference, some C-hooks, which can be silver or gold. I ordered silver for other things and I thought I'll just use them as it doesn't really bother me. You will need a jar with a cork lid. I found this one on Amazon as well. I wouldn't say it was very cheap, but I couldn't find it anywhere else, and it worked perfectly. I call this one a cat-proof jewelry holder, as my cat really likes playing with anything dangling. So all you need to do is spray paint black the top or any other color. And once it's dried completely, all you need to do is take your C-hooks and screw them into the top. You can make as many as you want. I did 5 because they're pretty big and they take quite a bit of space, and you can fit quite a few of your necklaces in it. And what I like about this jar, because it is pretty tall, so all the necklaces can fully hang. And after having this for a good few weeks now, I can say that it's really cat proof, and my cat do not try to play with my necklaces or any other jewelry I have around. For our last DIY, we will need a hair rollers. It's like a foam ones, any color you prefer, a photo frame of your liking, spray paint, which is optional, some flat wooden dowels, which this part will be also optional if you use the photo frame which you already really like, and pliers. And also this is from garden section, but it worked very well to cut those dowels, and a hot glue. I started with photo frame, which I didn't really like, so I just decided to first take off the glass because we won't need this, and then I ripped off the top of the frame because I didn't really like it, and I was left with this just carton edge kind of like frame, and I was using my flat wooden dowels to make like a chevron effect, which you'll see in the end product. It looks just stunning, and all you need is just measure up and just mark where you're supposed to cut it. And then I took my pliers and I just cut them where I have to. The first one easier than the second one. You can see I really struggle on that one. But it ended up very well. And then all you'll have to do is just use your hot glue and glue it on. And use a generous amount. As you can see in here, I didn't use enough, and after I tried to glue it on, it didn't really stick and it just fell off. So try to be generous with your glue. And as I said, this stage is optional for you. If you have a frame which you really like, you can leave it as it is, or spray paint it if you like how it looks but not the color. So as you can see, I used some more hot glue and then I really press it in so it sticks very well. And it did took me a good few hours to do this because I really wanted it to be very nice. And that's me finishing it up with a big mess around me. And as you can see, this is like kind of like a chevron effect. I really like it. And I did use my sander to sand the edges to make them nice and smooth. And then I took the paint. Once again, that was very optional. And also I did take the backing of it, which you don't really have to. I just realized afterwards. Because you would glue it back on this piece or any carton piece. So this was all ready for painting now. And this is how it ended up after painting. I just used some acrylic paint and some stain. As you can see, I used a black, gold, teal, and then I had a walnut stain. And the end result really looks like tribal and I really like it. It's nothing I ever seen to buy. I've seen loads of inspiration of this woodwork on Pinterest. That's what inspired me. And then take your hair rollers. I changed my colors from yellow to black because I tried to spray paint the yellow ones and it wasn't working, and I just decided to leave it and start again. So I had those black ones, which was just a perfect fit. I cut them in the size and I just glue them in. And this is for people who wants to have all their jewelry out to see, because I'm personally, if I don't see my jewelry, I do not wear it. And this is me after painting. All my hands are black. And just press them nicely in so they're nice and snug. And this is again, if you have a kitten or a young cat who likes to play with your jewelry, this worked perfectly. And both of these DIYs really holds my jewelry up in the open, and it's very cat proof and it looks really cute. And after having this for a good few weeks now, I can say that it's really cat proof, and my cat do not try to play with my necklaces or any other jewelry I have around. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see any more of these kind of videos, please subscribe. I am planning to upload every Friday so that you would have something to do on your weekends. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye!